Hello and welcome back for another planning video. Today, of course, we will be planning for the month of May, which is often a very busy month for a lot of people, and I know for myself especially, this month is filled with a lot of very exciting things, and basically every week is quite busy, so I am going to be planning a little bit differently today. But first, let's go ahead and look at the supplies that we will be using. One of the first things that you will probably notice about this theme is that it is a lot simpler than some of my previous themes, especially last month I had a lot of drawing that I did, and while I enjoyed all of the decorating process and drawing all of the fireflies last month, it did make me feel a little bit like I could not effectively use my planners throughout the month. I'm not really sure why, it just felt like there was a little bit too much going on, so for a bit of a reset I decided to go with a fairly simple theme this month, just using washi tape and a little bit of stickers, and then using my markers for some extra decorating here and there, but not too much. It was not entirely a black and white theme, but that was kind of the inspiration for it. I went through my washi tape and I selected some black and white washi tape, black and gold washi tape, and tried to just stick with those two colors. There are a lot of different patterns and styles, and some are mostly black, some are mostly white, but I did try to keep only black, white, and gold as the colors that I was using from my washi tapes. I am also using this gray zebra mild liner highlighter to just draw attention to certain headers. Later I'll be using it to write days and dates in, and I am also using a few stickers from these Happy Planner sticker books. I am mainly using Spring, Productivity, and then I believe it's the Greatest Hits collection. It's that one that opens like a book and has a ton of stickers in it. So I am mainly only using those three just for a little bit of color here and there, and overall just trying to keep this theme, again, very simple and not too decorated, so that way I can focus more on decorating during the week if I want to, but also I can just leave it blank and open. Like usual, I am mostly leaving these weeks empty. I am just putting down a reminder of all of the large events that I have coming up, as well as very big tasks that I already know when I need to do them, and otherwise I am leaving most of the other space blank to write in my tasks throughout the week. I also like to leave the schedule space mostly open if it's a day that I know I don't have a big event, because I've been enjoying writing little notes about the day or even printing out different photos and including those on the daily section. Sometimes fun little things happen throughout the day that we would easily forget later, so it can just be nice to have that to look back at later to remember the things that maybe aren't really big events that happened, but are still something that made your day or your week a little bit better, and it can just be nice to have those memories to look back at. Since this is my personal planner, I really don't have a lot of planning to do in it before the weeks actually begin, so I'm mostly just going to let you guys watch this and maybe explain a couple things here and there. Again, I'm just using Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens for a lot of the writing, and then a couple of these different stickers and washi tapes, just getting some of the black and gold in there. And every once in a while I will use a little bit more decorative stickers. I ended up actually not really liking this because the marker didn't show up quite the way I wanted it to on this sticker, but for the most part I just kept things pretty simple, and I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch. As we are about to switch over to my other planner, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an explanation about how I am planning this month. So as you can tell, I already have a lot of the planning done on my May monthly calendar in that blue sky planner, the floral planner that's in the back. And usually what I do is I will mark down any events on those monthly pages as soon as I know that they're happening, just because otherwise I will forget. So I basically already have this month all planned on this monthly spread, so I am just adding a little bit of washi tape to kind of tie that theme in, and then I am ignoring all of the weekly pages in this planner, and instead I will be using that undated weekly planner. I actually had gotten this undated weekly planner for next year, but I was having a little bit of a problem not really knowing how to write down all of my tasks and everything in the weekly spreads on this blue sky planner. I don't really know how to explain it. It just wasn't working very good for me right now. So I ended up actually pulling out this planner that I was going to use next year and using it for a week just to see how it worked. And I really like the fact that the right side has each of the days of the week and then the weekend together, because I can write down there. I like to write down the amount of time that I spent working on a project during the day, so I can write down what canvas I was painting and how long it took and what the estimated cost for that would be, and I can write down anything like that on the right hand side. Then on the left hand side you have everything that is just about the week as a whole. So you have weekly goals, a weekly to-do list, and a habit tracker where you can track 6 habits, I believe, which is really nice to have that section where everything is just all in one place and you don't have to constantly go, oh, I didn't get this task done on Monday, gotta move it to Tuesday, and do that all throughout the week. You can just use that task list or to-do list on the left hand side of the page and have everything there and just mark them off as you get them done. So this layout has actually been really helpful to me the last 2 weeks, because I was just having a little bit of a hard time feeling like I wouldn't get the tasks done on the day that I had first written them down, and feeling like that was a big problem. Even though I didn't specifically have to get them done on that day, I just wrote them there because there was space for them. So it is very nice to have that section where your goals and to-do list for the entire week can be all in one spot and you can just mark them off in any order. So that is the main reason that I switched to using this planner. So I don't know if I'm going to use this throughout the entire rest of the year, because it does seem kind of silly to have the blue sky planner that I am only using the monthly pages on and not using the weeklies. So I would like to go back to using that one again. I was just really needing an overall weekly to-do list, and this was the easiest way to have one and not lose it. Alright, finally here we have the flip through of all of this month's planners and this theme. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I know it was a bit more simple and kind of a quicker process this month. Hopefully you still enjoyed it, maybe got a little bit of inspiration. And one thing I really want to encourage you guys this month is, if something is not working for your planning or even for your art as a whole, it is okay to switch things up. It is okay to try something a little bit different. I know it can often feel like you have to complete an entire planner no matter what, but sometimes it just isn't working super great and you need to try something different, even if it's just for 1 week, even if it's for 3 months. It's okay to do that, and it might even help you be more productive, so don't be afraid to try something different. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next month.